Friends, the journey of the plane is considered to be the most comfortable journey. Even the most dangerous one is in the sky in the plane, and it happens by the mercy of God. But what if? If a plane goes into the sky and does not come back? Friends, today I am going to tell you about some such accidents related to planes. So let's start. Number 1. Air France 447. This is the story of June 2009, in which this flight was departing from Brazil to France. There were 216 passengers and 12 crew members in this flight. Because this flight was quite long, there were 3 pilots in it, one of whom was an old and senior member. All the passengers boarded the plane, and after getting the permission from the management, the plane took off. Pilot was controlling the plane while the third one was in standby position. The plane was at an altitude of 35,000 feet, everything was running normally and the controller office was also in contact, but suddenly there was a profound change. The senior pilot told the controller that there were switches and lightning and he couldn't see anything. On which the controller told them to let everything go and let the plane fly because the sky is clear ahead. Therefore, they did not make an emergency landing of the plane, and after flying for 4 hours, the plane finally landed in the clear sky. After that, the controller said that the aircraft had approached the ocean because there was a visibility zone in the middle of it. Because of this, the controller said that they were now going to lose UPS contact, and they had to contact the Paris aircraft as soon as they left the sight zone. But this did not happen, and Paris aircraft received no news from the 447 for 2 hours. He tried hard to contact the pilots but could not be contacted. Then he asked the France airports to tell them the whole situation, because now it was time to land in Paris, but there was no trace of the flight. The French Air Force and the Brazilian Navy searched for the ship, as they thought it must have crashed and fallen into the sea, but they could not find a single piece of the ship anywhere in the sea, not even a human being. No body could be found. No one knows where this ship went to this day. Till today no one knows where this ship went and where are the people in it. Air Asia 851. Friends, it took off on December 28, 2014. There were 128 people on board and now everything was normal. It was only 45 minutes when the controller suddenly disappeared from the radar. They also didn't see it anywhere on the radar. Alerted the satellite team to search for this ship, because everyone thought it must have fallen into the sea due to some accident, but that's all. Despite the search, no traces were found, neither any damaged plane or the body of any human was found. No one knew where this ship went. 3 months after this accident, a submarine of the Indonesian Navy went into the sea and saw a ship in its wake. When research was done, it was found that a similar plane disappeared on its way to Singapore from Indonesia. It had the bodies of 116 people. According to the information taken from the plane's black box, it was only 22 minutes after the plane took off that a storm came and the plane was not being flown, and the plane system started showing a warning and they contacted the controller's office. Instead of telling them, they began to fix the plane, which caused them to lose contact with the controller's office, and the plane went out of control, and instead of going up, it started going down and spinning and pitching. After going up, it started to go down and finally crashed into the sea, killing all the people on board. The accident was really terrible. Kenya Airways 507. Friends, on the night of May 5, 2007, a flight was departing from Douala to Nairobi with 114 passengers and 6 crew members. When the flight started to take off, it started raining, due to which the pilots contacted the controller's office and they found out with the help of radar that if the plane goes to the left side, there will be no storm. And the pilots also did the same and took off. Exactly 5 hours later the plane was supposed to land at Nairobi Airport, but when the time went up to 45 minutes, Nairobi Airways got worried and contacted the controller office, but they too were told about the plane. I didn't know anything because the pilots didn't even contact them. Now, everyone was worried that where did the plane go? The controller tried hard but could not make contact, so he immediately sent a search team to find the plane, and for 2 days, continuously they searched for the plane, but they could not find the plane full of passengers. Finally, after many days, in a forest only 5 kilometers away from there, they found some wreckage of the plane, and it was this plane that crashed. But the surprising thing is that there was no damage to the place, and finally the bolt box of the plane was found, which, according to the information, there was a severe storm shortly after the plane took off, due to which the plane went out of control. Went in instead of flying, an elevator started flying in right and then crashed. But in all this situation, the surprising thing is why the pilots did not inform the controller office about their situation. There is no answer. I know, but the sad thing is that all the people died due to this crash. PA 268. Friends. On September 28, 1992, a Pakistan flight departed from Karachi Airport to Nepal City, in which 167 members were present, and this flight was controlled by Pakistan's senior pilot Iftikhar Janjua. Friends. In those days, there was no radar system in Nepal Airways, due to which the pilots were responsible to inform the airport before landing, and 6 minutes before landing, the pilot informed Nepal Airport that he is in the Himalayan mountains and will contact again when they are 4 kilometers away from the runway, but no contact was made at the estimated time. Air traffic tried to contact them, but no contact was made. They realized that there had been an accident, that neither the plane had reached Nepal, nor was it communicating, due to which the team from both the countries reached the Himalayas to search for the plane, and then they met the plane crash again. Found, and not a single person could survive, but the question arose that how did this plane crash so close to landing? After investigation, it was found that the pilot rushed to land because he thought that the mountain was over, but it was not, and because of his haste, so many lives were destroyed. This is really a very sad accident. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.